love me more than this? Do you love me more than the food? Do you love me more than money? Do you love me more than the healing? Do you love me more than the miracles? It is what Jesus is asking us today. Do you love him more than what you are seeking for? Do you love him more than blessing? Peter had just finished receiving blessing, food from God. Everyone can be excited to answer, yes, I love you, when they are satisfied with what their flesh wants. Everyone confess, yes, Lord, I love you, when they are healed, delivered, blessed. But Jesus emphasized, do you love me more than this? Do you love him more than this? More than the job? More than the money? More than the healing you are craving for? That is what Jesus wants to see. Do you love me more than your present situation? A question for us today. How deep is your love in God? That was the question Jesus was asking Peter. I know you love me, but how deep is your love in me? Can that love withstand pressure? Will you still confess you love me if there's no food? Will you still confess you love me if there's no healing? Jesus was so much interested. That is the same thing he's asking us today. Will you say you love Jesus if you are still sick? Will you say you love him if you are still poor? Do you love me more than this? Many of us pretend to love Jesus when there is no situation on the ground. That will check if that love is real or genuine. We confess, yes, we love him. Yes, we will be behind him. Yes, we follow him because there is nothing on the ground to check that love. Jesus was asking Peter this deep question. Do you love me more than this? Because Peter once said, I love you, Lord. But when they came to arrest Jesus, he denied him 3 times. Are you sure if indeed the love you are confessing towards God is genuine? Are you sure you have genuinely, deeply loved God above yourself? We Christians today, our Christianity is on our lips, but our actions speaks contrary. Today, we are being asked this question. Do you love me more than this? Because many had once received from Jesus, and today they have turned their back from him. He's also asking you, if I do not give you this healing, this deliverance, what you are seeking for, the blessing, the miracles, the breakthrough, will you still love me? In other words, some will say yes because they need solution. Some will say yes because they are hungry, like Peter. When they had finished eating, Jesus said to Simon Peter, Simon, son of John, do you love me more than this? Do you love me more than this? More than this moment? More than yourself? Yes, Lord, he said, you know that I love you. Jesus said, feed my lambs. Our love for God needs to be backed by a practical demonstration. Our love for God needs to be seen, not hidden. Our love for God needs to be deep enough to trigger our faith towards him. Our love for God should be able to rebuke us when we want to take the wrong directions. If I may ask, how deep is your love in God, if at all there's any? If at all there's any. Our love for God should rebuke us when we want to make wrong decisions. Our love for God should keep us in check. Our love for God in your heart should be able to tell you, that sister, that auntie, that you are beautiful the way God created you. Don't add anything on top of your eye. Our love for God should be able to restrict us from making wrong decisions. It should be able to tell you that don't dress immorally. Don't dress to glorify the devil. Our love for God should be able to teach us. But when you look at your life, when we look at ourselves, what you are doing, the life you live, is telling us that there is little or no love for God in your heart. What we see you manifesting in, what people see you doing as a child of God, tells us that there is little or no love in your heart. Jesus was asking Peter, because Peter had once denied him yesterday, that, are you sure you love me? Because you denied me yesterday. The attitude, the character that Peter demonstrated brought up the question and the doubt that Jesus had about his love. Same thing with us today. What we are doing is making God to ask us this same question. That, do you love me more than this? Are you sure you love me? Whereas I'm seeing you manifesting in a negative character. Are you sure you love me? Whereas you are still keeping unforgiveness. Are you sure you love me? Whereas you cannot even attend my invitation to keep my fellowship with you. Are you really sure you love me? We are only craving for what our flesh wants. We are only desiring from Jesus what he can give to us, forgetting to know that there is something more than what we are asking for. Feed my lamb, that was the instruction. In other words, take care of my things. Take care of my house. Take care of my temple. Take care of my tabernacle. An instruction in righteousness to follow that confession that, yes, I love you. Okay, do this. Live in obedience with me. Yes, Lord, he said, you know that I love you. Jesus said, feed my lambs. 16. Again, Jesus said, Simon, son of John, do you love me? He answered, yes, Lord, you know that I love you. Jesus said, take care of my sheep. Each time, Simon will say, yes, Lord, you know I love you. An instruction will be given for us today. Each time you say, yes, I love you, Lord, you must assess yourself what you are doing in relation to God. You must assess yourself how much of your time have you given to God. That is where you know if you love God or not. Many of us propagate the name of Jesus. Yes, I love God. I'm going to church. I love God. But he's asking us, take care of my sheep. Take care of my things. Many of us have put Jesus at the bottom of our program. We have placed him not even at the top, not even at the middle, at the bottom. Means he is the last. We gratify ourselves and put our other things first and then place him at the bottom. And then we claim to love him. We cannot navigate through this journey of life without having a roadmap. That is why we face challenges that overwhelm us. We cannot navigate, walk through, journey through this world without having a roadmap. And Jesus is that roadmap. His love for us is already steady. His love for us is already there. We are not doubting God's love for us because he said nothing can stop us from the love of God. His love for us has already been demonstrated on the cross of Calvary, but it is our own love for him that he is not sure of. He has already proven himself that he loves us above every other being that was created. And he paid that supreme price for our sake. But he is asking us today, do you love me? Do you love me? Is the question he's asking us today. If you say yes, you will be assessed by the life you live. You will be judged by the life you live, not by the confession. Peter proved his love for God when he was triggered to meet Jesus while he was walking on top of the water. Say, Lord, I want to come to you. He said, okay, come. Love is seen in demonstration. It was love that took Peter out of the boat to walk towards Jesus. There were storms. There were waves. But Peter focused his heart towards Jesus because love carried him. When you move with your love towards Jesus, at the moment that your love can no more carry you, Jesus' love will intervene and rescue you. How much of your love have you given to God? Ask your neighbor that. How much of your love have you given to God? Our love is to be seen by our sacrifices. How much of your sacrifice have you made to God? That is why he's asking us again. Again, Jesus said on that 16, Simon, son of John, do you love me? He answered, yes, Lord, you know that I love you. Jesus said, take care of my sheep. 17. The third time he said to him, Simon, son of John, do you love me? At this point, Peter was hurt. Peter was annoyed. I've told this man I love him. Why is he still asking me? I said I love him the first time. He asked me again. I love him the second time. Why is he still asking me if truly I love him? That is the same thing Jesus is asking you again. Do you love me? Before you are magnifying a gathering that does not please me. If you say you love him, he will respond to you by the demonstrations he's seen you manifesting in. Do you love me before you promote the activities of this world than my own activity? Do you love me before you do not create time for me? That was the reason why he kept on asking Peter, do you love Jesus? Do we love him? If at all. Do we genuinely love him, or we are just there for our interests? Or we are just there for our benefits? If we say we love him, his activities are not in our programs. His assignment has been neglected. It's not in our program. From Monday to Sunday, no day that you have taken that this is a day for the one I love, God Almighty. To be with him, to know him, to commune with him. But we claim to love him. We are busy chasing shadows. Jesus is asking us today, do we love him? We will say yes. But it needs to be seen in our demonstrations, in our sacrifices. Cain said, yes, Lord, I love you. Likewise, Abel did. But when it came to the point of demonstrating their love for God, we knew the person that genuinely loved God, which was Abel. Cain brought the leftover of what the same God has given to him, while Abel, with genuineness of love in his heart, brought the best. When you love God, you will not give God what you do not need. When you love God, your love for God will be seen by your sacrifices. When you love God, your love for God will be demonstrated by your actions. Can't say, yes, Lord, I love you. But his sacrifice was not accepted. Abel, with genuine love, gave what was acceptable by God, because indeed he gave what is right. The love of God in our hearts will instruct us to give the right offering. The love of God in our heart will instruct us to perform the right sacrifices. The love of God in our heart will guide us on how to fellowship and worship with him. If at all there is any love of God in your heart, you would do the right thing. If at all there is little love for God in your heart, you will do the right thing. How deep is your love in God? Is the question for us today. How much of your time have you given to God? The one we claim we love. But when we are in situations that we will need him, we want him to work for us immediately. We want Jesus to just come instantly to rescue us from a situation without demonstrating our own love first towards him. Peter demonstrated his love for God. He moved towards Jesus. He showed his love for him. That was why when he needed Jesus also, Jesus came and rescued him. You are expecting what you are not giving. You are expecting much love, rapid intervention from Jesus, whereas you yourself are not giving that same attention towards him. Peter was asked the third time, Simon, son of John, do you love me? Peter was hurt because Jesus asked him the third time, do you love me? He said, Lord, you know all things. You know that I love you. Jesus said, feed my sheep. Instruction in righteousness. That love should not only be verbal. It should be seen in demonstration. Do you love me? Take care of my house. Do you love me? Support my project. Do you love me? Take care of my things. Because we will not see God physically. We will only see God in demonstration. This is his building. This is his house. They call this place the house of God. Our love for God needs to be seen by supporting his works, because it is his house. It needs to be seen by the level of sacrifice we render to him. Our love for God needs to be tested. Our love for God needs to be above all else. Means above your work, above family, above everything you hold dear. You need to hold Jesus more dearer than any other thing. Because at the point of need, none of those things that you hold dear today will save you. Only Jesus will be the one to save you. When you are in trouble, you don't shout my mommy, eh? When you are in trouble, you don't shout my papa, eh? When you are in trouble, you shout Jesus, because you need him to come to your rescue. But what love have you given to him? How much of a love have you given to him? What relationship have you built with him that you are expecting him to come to you immediately? What have we done? What have we done to him that we keep expecting more from him? Forgetting that we have done little or nothing compared to the life that he paid for us. Some of us are suffering from addiction. He has paid that price for that addiction and removed you from that cage of addiction. Stick with him. Love him. You will experience more of his love. They that put their love in the Lord our God will not be put to shame. When you ask Shadrach, Meshach, and Abednego, they will begin to tell you. When you love God above yourself, you find God loving you. When you think serving God is wasting of time, you find that time being gained. God himself will give you that same time. We have not yet loved God to that point where we will say, oh, poverty, even if you kill me, one thing is sure, my God, I will love forever. I will not compromise my love for God to involve myself in dubious activity because I want money. I would rather stick with Jesus and die in poverty. I would rather stick in Jesus. I will not give my body because I need a job. I will not go as a lady and begin to sell my body because my family is suffering. I'm there with Jesus. Someday, he will rescue me. And even if he does not rescue me, I will still remain with him. Make that confession. Don't say, my problem is too much. I think I'll just abandon this God. No. In the midst of that situation, in the midst of that problem, confess like Shadrach, Meshach, and Abednego, that they spoke to the king, that you king, you have power to put us into the burning furnace. But one thing is sure, we will not bow to that their statue. Even if you kill us, when you make such confession, it is out of the abundance of the love you have for God. And I tell you, before stepping into that problem, Jesus Christ has already been there. We are facing troubles, navigating our way through our situation because we have not genuinely loved God. When we genuinely love God, that is why David said, even though I walk through the valley of the shadow of death, I will fear no evil, because he had a bond with Jesus. His love for Jesus, no bound. That was why he never took any decision or step without involving Jesus in it. And his story had no failures. He was successful in all his battles. Even though he was in the midst of his enemies, the love of God in his heart guided him. The love of God will tell you where to go. The love of God in our hearts will instruct us on what to do. You cannot be caught in a funeral ground where they are parading and displaying idols. And you say, okay, let me just go. It's my family member, it's my friend. Let me just go there. The love of God communicates. It says, my son, that place that you are going, my name is not glorified there. Send them something. Tell them you are busy for my sake. Send them a support. But tell them you are busy because that place does not glorify me. Worldly people have boldness to confess that they will not follow you to your fellowship. They are bold. They have conviction that this place is not for them. They are confident. If you say, please, we have a crusade in church, will you come? No. Leave you there at church. Me, I'm going to my beer parlor. But when they invite us, I'm having a birthday at so place in town, you go there, whereas the name of Jesus will not be glorified. Where is the love of God in your heart? As I said that, where is the love of God? In my heart. Where is the love of God? The love of God communicates. It is not dumb. The love of God, it communicates. It speaks. Where is the love of God in our hearts? How deep is your love for God? How deep? How deep is that love? Let us go to the book of Luke, chapter 10. Luke 10, 25 to 27. It says, on one occasion, an expert in the law stood up to test Jesus. Teacher, he asked, what must I do to inherit eternal life? 26. What is written in the law? He replied. How do you read it? 27. He answered, love the Lord your God with all your heart and with all your soul. Love the Lord your God with all your heart and with all your soul and with all your strength and with all your mind, and love your neighbor as yourself. From this text, you can measure how deep your love is towards Jesus. From the text we have read, you can measure how deep your love is. Love the Lord your God with all your mind. 27, he said, love the Lord your God with all your heart, with all your soul, and with all your strength, and with all your mind. The love for God. Now, have you Have you loved God to that extent? Have we loved God with all our hearts? It's a question for us. Have we genuinely loved God the way He is expecting us to love Him? Have we given Him that genuine love with all our hearts? When you love God with all your heart, He will not. The things of God will be part of you. It will be a burden to you. You assess your life and you assess yourself, then you know if genuinely you have released the love that the Bible is talking about. Have we loved God above ourselves? Have we loved God to the point that people around us will think you are foolish? Family members will think you are dumb. People will think you don't know what you are doing. Have we? To love Him with all our soul, strength, and with all our mind, and love your neighbor as yourself. Automatically, when you love God with everything in you, when you love God with all of you, it is simple to love your brother. Because a person that has the love of Christ in him does not envy, does not jealous, does not keep unforgiveness. The love of God in our heart has been suppressed by our character. The love of God is convicting us, but we fail to listen. Pride has oppressed it. When we act negatively and we are being corrected by the love of God in us, we are corrected. Your conscience is rebuking you because that is God communicating to you through your conscience. It is rebuking you that this action that you have performed is not right. Go and apologize to that person. Pride will the voice is even trying to convince you that no, as a child of God, you need to go and apologize. It is good for you. It is good for your relationship with God. No. He or she must be the one to come and apologize to you. The love of God is being suppressed by pride. It's being suppressed by arrogance. It's being suppressed by anger. It is being suppressed by greed. When you hold the offering that you want to come and offer, and the love of God is telling you that, but you know this money is small. This money is not, I know what I've given to you throughout this week. The one that you want to come and give me is no. You say no. It's correct. The one that is correct. It's okay. I'll give this one. The voice is telling you that no, add it. No, I'll give this one. I'll give it. You force yourself to suppress the love of God in us. You oppress it. You oppress it. And when you give what is not acceptable by God, you are expecting Him to reward you. Cain also gave. Abel also gave. They both demonstrated the act of giving, but one was accepted and one was rejected. The one that was given with genuine love for God was accepted. The one that was given out of disobedience was rejected. Ask yourself, how is my giving to God? Is it right or wrong? Ask yourself that, how is my giving to God? Is it given with genuine love or with disobedience? You answer for yourself. Because you know your relationship with God, what He has given to you throughout the week. You know the time you give Him. Some of us, we don't even pray. We cannot even pray for 15 minutes. Some of us, we cannot even open this Bible and communicate with God. The mind of God for the day. Is it a rebuke? Is it an instruction in righteousness? What is God saying for me this morning before going to where you are going to? We are living a life blinded because we are not walking with our roadmap. Why? Because the love for God is absent. Let us go to the book of Matthew. Matthew chapter 10, 37 to 39. Anyone who loves their father or mother more than me is not worthy of me. Anyone who loves their son or daughter more than me is not worthy of me. Whoever, 38, whoever does not take up their cross and follow me is not worthy of me. 39. Whoever finds their life will lose it, and whoever loses their life for my sake will find it. I'll take the 37 again. Anyone who loves their father or mother more than me is not worthy of me. Anyone who loves their son or daughter more than me is not worthy of me. An instruction in righteousness. From the text, you assess your love for God. The Bible is clear. As it's been asked to Peter, do you love me more than these? Do you love me more than Father? Do you love me more than these? More than children? It's been asked here. If you love anything more than God, automatically your love for God is not deep enough. If you magnify anything, how will you know? When that thing takes you out of God's presence, automatically your love for it is more than your love for God. Do you love me more than this? You are a child going to church, struggling to fellowship, to know God. Your father is saying that no. Your parents are saying don't go. Follow this way for Ngambe. Follow the way. Come, let's go to this Messiah. You refuse. Come, let's go to this other place. You say no. I want to follow Jesus. You must love God above them. Not that you not love them, but whatever they will say to you that is not in line with Jesus Christ, if you obey them, Jesus will ask you this question: do you love me more than this? If you are a parent, instead for you to control the child, you know that your child is into dubious means. And you say you're a child of God, and they bring that income, and you become a partaker to benefit from that income. I'm telling you, you are loving that child more than Jesus. And what will come, the repercussion that will follow that child will also follow you. Are we sure we love Jesus the way we claim? Are we convinced that our love for him is deep enough? How deep is your love for him? 38. Whoever does not take up their cross and follow me is not worthy of me. That you love Jesus does not mean sickness will not come. Does not mean poverty will not come. Does not mean situations will not come. They will come, but you must carry them and follow Jesus. When you carry them and follow him, Jesus will make them lighter for you. He will take you through it. He will make the burning furnace to be like a swimming pool for your comfort. He will carry you through the valleys of the shadow of death without you being hurt. Why? Because you have followed him with that problem. You have clinged onto him. You have loved him with that problem. Many of us, our problems take us out of the presence of God instead to bring us more closer to God. I'm sick, that's why I did not come to church. I'm poor, I went to look for money, that's why I did not come to church. And we say we have the love for God in us? No. Our love for God must be carried along with whatever we are doing. It must be seen. You go with it. You say, you this sickness, I will take you to Jesus. You this poverty, I will carry you to Jesus, even if he takes it away from me or he leaves it with me, one thing is certain: my love for him will not change. 39. Whoever finds their life will lose it, and whoever loses their life for my sake will find it. It means your services to God is not wasted. What you think you have lost, you find yourself gaining. At the point where everyone knew that the end of Shadrach, Meshach, and Abednego had come, what they were giving, the lives they were willing to lose for the sake of God,